This conference will now be recorded.
So myself Ram, and I'm the trainer for this SQL Server, MSBI and Power BI. Total I have 9 years of experience in IT industry, and since from 4.5 years I have been giving this online trainings on SQL Server, MSBI and Power BI. Also I will do some freelancing and some of the projects also. Currently I'm working in one of the organization as a full-time worker. So this is my track record, and yeah, so we'll go one by one. Just a quick introduction about yourself. Hi Venkatesh, can you please give introduction about yourself?
Yes, Ram. Hey, Ram, this is Venkatesh. I have 10 years of experience in US and business intelligence tools, especially on SAP business objects, and some of the other tools also, like MicroStrategy, Cognos to some extent. And most of the period I worked on the business subjects, both on SAP and non-SAP environment. And
Okay.
also I have some kind of little bit this thing proficiency on the ETL tools like data services and Informatica, but not uh, full command on those tools really, very basic level things. So now I actually wanted to add a skill set on the MSBI, Power BI on these things, which I feel personally after done some homework, like it has got a good demand and the future is going to be very good on these areas. So that's the reason I am here.
Yeah, yeah. So I saw so many projects. Some of the people, some of the clients wants to migrate their SAP BO reports into Power BI.
Yes.
So one thing is because of the licensing cost and
Yep.
maintenance point. So
Yes. Some of the clients I see in RAM, like they are like wanted to definitely go for the visualization tools. When they decided, they clearly see two tools on the top, either Tableau or Power BI. Most of the clients, after doing some kind of homework, majority of them are opting the Power BI. Some of
yeah,
them obviously they're going to Tableau. That is the situation.
yeah, we will discuss about that sometime, definitely.
Sure.
Why people are preferring Power BI and reports, Tableau comparing. Okay, then we
Sure.
will get some. Okay, that's fine, Venkatesh. Thanks for your introduction.
No.
Uh, Rakesh, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi Ram.
Yeah. Hi. Can you please give introduction about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Rakesh. I have 4 years of experience in Tableau and
Oh,
SQL.
we don't compare with your tool. Don't worry.
Mm, and Power
Tab.
BI also I know basics. In my company they give training for Power BI.
Okay, perfect.
So all of my
I
clients
think
also,
better than me, you can give more insights about differences between the Tableau and Power BI because you are the master in both.
yeah, and
Please
most of
correct me
our clients
if
also,
I'm telling anything wrong. Please correct me. Okay.
most of our clients also migrating Tableau or some other tools to Power BI. So that's why I want to learn
Okay.
Power BI.
Correct. Correct. Okay. So you have all
So
experience in Tableau.
yeah,
So
all
what you have
Tableau
to do
and
when
SQL.
we are learning, yeah, when I'm teaching the Power BI, you have to tell the similar kind of option how you are achieving in the Tableau.
Yeah, that is also okay. For in Power BI, some difficult also I'm facing. So that's why in Tableau
Okay.
very easy. In visualization also it's very good everything. But Power BI also I
Yeah.
want to.
You
Okay.
have to tell the limitations in the Power BI compared to Tableau.
Yeah, I have
Because
some limit.
basically, as a Power BI developer, when we are going to work, first the clients are asking what are all the limitations we have in this Power BI. Okay, every Power BI developer should know about the limitation of any tool. It's not only in the Power BI, Of course,
Ram,
to
I
know.
don't know from where some kind of noise, background noise is there. I think
Okay,
it's better to other people to get muted. Otherwise,
yeah, yeah, definitely. 1 second.
it's. Thank you.
I think now somewhat better, right?
Now it's better, Ram. Yes, thank you.
My baby is crying. Okay.
Oh yeah, I hear that now. Yes, okay.
And also, I'm also sick today.
Oh, is it?
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Okay, so yeah, the next Ranjit, I think he didn't connect to the audio. I don't know why. Hi, Shiva. Shiva, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yes, I'm able to hear.
Okay. Hi, Shiva. So can you please give an introduction
Hi.
about you?
Yeah, okay. My name is Shiva. Totally, I have around 7 years of experience. Mostly having experience in software testing, like manual and automation testing.
Okay.
So nowadays, I'm not getting more opportunities in the testing side. So I'm looking for a change. That is the reason Power BI actually I'm trying to learn.
Correct. Yeah. So you are coming. Most people are changing their profession. I mean, their technology and skill set from testing background to some other demanding position nowadays. I got so many people to learn this Power BI because of they don't want to continue their career in the testing. 7 years of experience testing. Okay, so the next person is Ranjit. Actually, Ranjit is a digital marketing guy. I don't know. My voice is breaking.
yes, it's not that clear, Ram.
Okay.
Going low level, high level, some kind of variations are there.
Okay. I think now it's clear. Somewhat better, I think.
Now better, yes.
Okay, so Ranjit is having 4 years of experience. He
Hmm.
met today. He is from Bangalore. He came to Hyderabad. He met today.
Hmm.
Okay, fine. 4 years of experience on digital marketing actually.
Wow.
So he wants to learn Power BI and he wants to start his career in the Power BI. Okay, right. So this is all about the people who are coming from the different background and experience. The reason why I'm asking all these things is the other people aware what kind of people wants to come to Power BI background and data analytics, all those things. Okay, so mostly you guys know what is a data and what is a data analysis and data analyst because all these words we are hearing nowadays, right? Data analyst, visualization and dashboard and report. So these are the basic terminology we are hearing in this data world. Okay, because currently even the small companies, even the small startups with having 200 clients, 100 clients. I work for one of the client, they have only 100 clients, sorry, 1000 clients. They are spending a lot money on the software. Okay, so earlier days they were spending a lot money in the background, they were building applications and they need some operational transactional uh, kind of applications. So now they are spending more money on the visualizations and they want to see and they want to know about their data and they want to take more decisions about their business. So what's going on in their business, they want to know actually. So that is the reason. Uh, before coming to the Power BI, we don't have much visualization tools with very minimal licensing cost. So after coming to the Power BI, Power BI is having only $9.99 per user per month. So just imagine a small, even a small medical shop also can use this Power BI. Am I right? Just for 500 rupees per month. it's not a big issue. So that is the reason mid-level clients, and I can say one thing, the high level customers, high level in the sense they have a huge volume of the data and they have it's a big business people, yes, still they are preferring Tableau. So what kind of customers are preferring the Power BI is some mid-level customers and small customers with minimal data. They are preferring Power BI, definitely, no doubt at all. The huge volume of the data and those people, they are preferring Tableau. And one more thing here, why we need to go to the Power BI instead of Tableau? What is the other tool along with the Power BI and Tableau? We have similar kind of tool.
ClickView.
Correct. We have the ClickView. So it is more cost compared to this Power BI and Tableau. The one unique advantage of the Power BI is, anyone can tell me?
Modeling part.
Correct. So we have the modeling thing. We don't find this modeling part in the any of the tools, ClickView or Tab. So if you are trying to use Tableau or the ClickView, what will happen? You need to purchase something ETL tool. You need to shape up your data by using other tools, and you need to store the data somewhere over here. So to avoid this kind of all those things, a Power BI introducing the modeling concept also inside the Power BI. And also this Power BI having very powerful language, that is
Natural.
DAX. So you don't find this much of powerful expression language in any of the tool, even Tableau or even in ClickView. There is something certain level you cannot achieve some kind of requirement by using whatever the expression. I don't know what language they are calling inside the tables. I think they are just calling Tableau functions or Tableau expressions, right? Rakesh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But in the Power BI we have a special language, that is a DAX language, similar kind of your
Yeah,
how
similar
your
kind
skill
of.
can write down. The DAX is very powerful. You can achieve any kind of requirement. Okay, so that is the
Oh,
two uniquenesses we have in the Power BI. And also I don't see this natural query processing inside the Tableau or ClickView. Do we have the natural query in the sense question and answering? Someone is typing a question, automatically it has to get the answers and visually. Do we have in Tableau? I don't
no,
see.
not no, not there.
The layman who don't have any idea about the data or database or reporting, how to create the report visualizations, he can simply create a report, stunning reports and dashboards within seconds. Within seconds, simply. Who knows general English language, he will just type a question inside in the Power BI cloud service, and automatically what kind of visual you want to display the data, you just type that visual name also. Just simply I will type a question, I want sales amount by customer pie graph. I want sales amount by customer by whatever it is. It's a bar graph I need. Automatically it will create the visual. We don't find this question and answer. So basically this question and answer is how it is working in the background. The machine learning language, right? We have some algorithms for the machine learning. So the same algorithm they have implemented in the backend. Whatever the question you are typing, by using inside the question the keywords like a customer, sales amount, automatically it will go and prepare a query on the top of your model, whatever the model you are designing over here. So that is the reason your model is need more synonyms, because Some people might type sales amount. Some people might type amount. So even when someone is typing amount, I want to consider the same, whatever the sales amount. Someone is typing sales amount. I want to mean the same meaning. In that situation, you need to provide some synonyms for each name, and we have to do that kind of that kind of things in the inside the model. Okay. So apart from this, the other advantage over here is row level security. It's a dynamically securing your data based on the user. When a particular user is logged into the report, I want to filter the data, and I want to provide a particular role for this user. Only this data I want to display. So do we have this kind of a row level security in the Tableau?
Row level security not there, but entire data security there.
Yeah, and only on the report level you can restrict the people,
Yeah.
right?
In server
But here
level.
on the same
Yeah.
report, on the same report, it is displaying 10 locations information. I want to give access to the people only for a particular location. When the user is logged in, it will display only for one location information. It don't display for the other locations information. That is a row level security. So
No,
that
this
we can,
option not there.
yeah, Power BI. Okay. These
Okay.
these are the sum of features we have in the Power BI, not existing in Tableau. The only one advantage of the why the people are preferring the Tableau is visualization. I can say the look and feel, yes, definitely Tableau is better than Power BI. And one more advantage of the Power BI is custom visuals. Let's say you are feeling something, there is no, you need a different kind of visual to present your data. What it is not supporting inside the Power BI. The Power BI by default, it will provide 15 visuals. So it's not necessary to use to design the reports within that 15 15 visuals. You can design your own visual also, or someone has designed a visual and they will publish that into Microsoft. Microsoft Play Store, something custom visual. Then you can import that visual and you can use that visual. Others' knowledge, whatever the others' effort, also you can use inside your report. But we don't have in the Tableau or ClickView. Whatever the visuals are, 10 or 15 visuals there, you should use only that visual. You cannot go out for new inventions and new visualizations. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So Rakesh, I agree. My Power BI is great.
Ah, great. This one already I saw.
So and also before the Power BI was coming to the market, Tableau is the top one as per Gartner's chart. It's not my opinion. As per the Gartner survey chart, Tableau is in the first place. It is the superior. Once the Power BI is coming, then it is overriding your Tableau. Now the Tableau Power BI is the top one position.
Now, right now.
Yeah, lot people even. So what kind of? So there are two things. Some people newly introducing and they want to develop a project new on the Power BI. Okay, well, and some people, some customers wants to migrate their reportings from already existing reporting tools, not the visualization tools. What is the difference between reporting tool and visualization tools? Can you please tell me some examples? What are reporting tools? What are the visualization tools?
The reporting tools are like business objects, Cognos, all the traditional reporting style tools.
Correct.
Cognos MicroStrategy, which will be mostly focused on the either in the form of tables or some limited set of charts and all, and mostly will be having the focus on the detailed kind of things on the reports.
Right.
Whereas the visualization will be having the beyond that level, and the moment you see the visualization, anybody can, even from the lay person to the top level person, will get a immediate conclusion how they are doing, how their products are doing, how their customers are doing, how their business is doing. And in addition to that, at one place we can quickly create the dashboards, which is not possible with the traditional reporting tools.
Correct. So the reporting tools, whatever Venkatesh said, all these reporting tools will give insight about your data up to some level. Some level in the sense we can simply tell like what was happening. You understood? I'm the CEO of the company. I have some transaction data, and the reporting tools what they can give the conclusion what was happening, what was in the sense. I need last 10 years sales information. Yes, it's possible through the reporting tools what was happening and what is happening. Yes, it will tell what is the sales information today. Yes, up to that level, it will give some conclusion. And now I'm expecting what will happen. And also I'm expecting what I have to do. And also I'm expecting if something happen, what is the reason? The root cause analysis also I need. So we can achieve this by using these visualizations tools by integrating some other R, Python or some other machine learning techniques and forecasting and some machine learning things. We can answer the three questions, whatever what will happen, what needs to do, and why it was happening. And one more is there, how to do. That is a different thing, like again it is a robotics and automation of the tool. Something, let's say for example, we have achieved one thing. We have worked for one of the project, like it's a supporting project for the one of the client we were supporting, and they were raising something instance tickets requests, something issue in their softwares. So we did some analysis by using Power BI. What kind of tickets are coming frequently in a particular time? So one ticket is coming every year in the March 30th or March and end of the March. So that is the log file was full in the SQL server. Disk space full. So this kind of error is coming every year, and they are raising one request, one ticket. So our team is fixing every year, and we are charging and we are billing the data from the client. So these kind of, so it is repeating every year. So through the Power BI reporting and visualization, we can come to some conclusion. Okay, there is something continuously coming in this particular time in the March. So what we need to do? We need to write down a program to delete the log file in the February automatically. So this is one a simple example how to reduce the cost to the customer by using this kind of visualization tools. How these are going to help to the customer. Okay, right. So this is the majorly the difference between the Tableau and Power BI. And we are discussing about the reporting tools and these Power BI visualization tools, why we need to use. So I saw so many reporting tools. They're reporting they want to migrate from these reporting tools to a visualization tool, Power BI. Even Tableau people also want to migrate into Power BI. I saw SAP BO is the one frequently a lot customers I have seen they want to migrate. The first ranking I can give for SSRS. Have you guys heard about SSRS?
Yes.
It's also similar kind of reporting tool from the Microsoft. SSRS, SAP BO, MicroStrategy. I didn't see much projects. Yeah, I saw one of the project also. MicroStrategy also they want to, and they want to migrate from Cognos also. And the second priority I can give Excel. This is the top one I can say. Mostly from these four tools, they are migrating their projects into Power BI. Or some people they are continuing their reporting as well. They want when they want advanced reporting, they are going to Power BI. Clear? So why I'm telling this thing is when you are going to join a new job, you may get this kind of situation. It's the project might be a migration project. The project might be a new project. Perfect. Okay, coming to this Power BI, is it a Power BI is a new thing?
No, it's not.
It's not right. I can say it's a replica of what is the tool?
In Excel, we used to have this Power Pivot, Power Query, Power View. It's a combination of all these three things with the good visualizations. Whatever was available in the Excel, so they came with a new tool called Power BI. That's what my understanding.
Correct. Power Query.
Power Pivot.
Power
View.
View. Power Maps. So can anyone, someone tell me what a Power Query will do, Power Pivot will do, and what kind of functionality is there? What we can achieve by using this? Power Query wants to querying the data from a different data sources, and you can apply some kind of ETL techniques on the data when you are pushing the data from source to your Excel. Let's say I have a data in Oracle database. I have a data in web. I have a data in Facebook. I want to put this data and I want to keep into Excel. So when I am querying this data, I want to apply some transformation techniques on this data. Like I want to convert data type. I want to apply some cleansing techniques. Okay. So that is a Power Query. It will support many number of data sources, and you need to add a plugin for your Excel. This Power Query, Power Query, Power View, Power Maps, all those four are the plugins. If you are not able to see in your Excel, you can add these plugins. You can enable. The users of the Microsoft, 50% of the people are still using Excel, Power Query, Pivot, View, Maps for their reporting. 50% of the people. The rest of the people are using from the Microsoft SSRS, and then they want Power BI. It's a very basic thing, right? In every computer and in every organization, small organizations, they are preferring Excel, Power Query, Power Pivot, View, Maps. Now all those people are wants to migrate from this Excel to this one. Perfect. Once you are bringing two tables from Oracle and one table from Facebook, one table from web. So we need a perfect modeling. What is the advantage of the modeling? Why do we need a modeling? What is a modeling? So usually modeling in the sense, whatever the tables and the metadata you have in the backend, You store the data somewhere. It has some structure and it has some kind of dimension tables and fact tables. So we were dividing our data into dimension and fact. It's a measure. What do you mean by dimension and measure? Dimension means something like descriptive values, descriptive textual values, like the full information about the customer, information about the product, and information about something, location or whatever. The measures are nothing but the transactional values. What is the quantity? What is the amount? What is the size of the product? So these kind of some numeric values. So once you are bringing all these tables information into this Excel, you need relationships between the tables. If you have the relationships, then your visual, the reportings, whatever you are going to create, it is very easy. You can analyze your data in 360 degrees. Because let's say, for example, you want to see each employee, a customer department wise. The department data is in another table, employee data is in another table. So how you are going to interact between these two tables? You need the relationships. And to make the relationships between the tables, whatever you have imported, that is we can design in the Power Pivot. Power Query is querying the metadata and data. You understood Power Pivot, what is doing? There is it's a different technology actually. It's not a simple thing. The Power Pivot has a concept behind. What is the concept? It's in-memory concept. You know what is in-memory? In-memory in the sense, the model, once you're opening this Excel, the model and the data all will come and store in the memory. Memory means it will use your RAM space. So once the data is in RAM, then when you are browsing your reports are coming very fast. Basically, our reporting tools, normal reporting tools, what will happen? Your data is stored in somewhere, and your report is running application. And when you are previewing the report will executing the query, rendering the data from the database disk. It needs a lot CPU input, output, reads and writes, lot things. It will use. But in this in-memory concept, it's very fast. And instead of going to the disk and reading the data, it will once you are opening, it will store in your RAM space. And also one more advantage of this is compressing the data. Let's say in your course you have 2 GB of the data. When you are importing that data into this Power Pivot, it will come to around 300 MB or 400 MB of the space. It will just occupy only 3 to 400 MB of the space for 2 GB of the data, because there is a compressed technology. So the engine behind working this Power Pivot is X velocity vertipack engine. That engine will take care. The same engine, the same concept. If you guys are aware of MSBI, under MSBI we have a tool SSEAS. Under SSEAS there are two kind of modelings. One is a multi-dimensional and one is a tabular model. The tabular model will use the same concept. What we are using in the Power Pivot. Okay, so once your model is ready, then the next step is by using this model, we need to design the reports. So to design the reports, we are going to use Power Views. View is nothing but a report only. We have different visuals over there. You can design the reports. And if you want to design specifically related to maps related reports, we have another plugin for Power Maps. So the combination of all this Excel, Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, Power Maps is nothing but a Power BI, a desktop. Okay, so we have this Excel, Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, Power Maps. Then why we need Power BI? It's already there, right? All the features in this. People can simply install the Excel and they can. And why we need Power BI desktop? what they are trying to achieve from this by introducing Power.
My understanding is, though they have all this modeling part in the Excel, as you said in the Power Pivot, but the relationships among the tables cannot be maintained as because it's not a relational kind of tool, right? So is that the limitation?
No, you can make the relationships inside Power Pivot also. The
I
same
see.
thing whatever you perform in the Power BI.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So what I'm thinking, the reason why they are introducing Power BI is one is a cloud. Okay. So they want to
Yes.
make this into cloud because earlier when you have the Excel, the sharing of the report is a bit difficult. And also, if you have just 1 GB of the data, 2 GB of the data, just imagine how your Excel will behave. It will hang your systems. And also, let's say, for example, you have designed one report and almost 2 GB of the 2 GB of the size of the file. Then you want to share this to other guy. Then again, 2 more GB space required in his machine. So how much of space it is wasting your machines? So that is the reason they have introduced a Power BI desktop. You can design the reports similar like how you are designing in Excel, and then we are publishing those reports into Power BI cloud service. So what are all the different things we have in this Power BI? What they have different components of the Power BI. The very one first thing is Power BI desktop. The next thing is Power BI cloud. It's nothing but online.
Service.
Yeah, we can say service. Power BI service. And the next one is Power BI report server. And the next thing is
Mobile.
Power BI mobile app. And some more components we have Power BI gateways. And what are all the things we have then? These are the things. When you are going to install something for related to Power BI, these are the installations we need to perform. So the Power BI desktop is nothing but all these features. Do we have so we can categorize inside the Power BI desktop? What is a Power Query? What is the Power Pivot? What is the Power View? What is the Power Maps? I can say Excel is nothing but Power BI desktop. Inside the Power BI desktop, what we have related to Power Query, we can tell get data option, and edit query builder. These two combination is nothing but Power Query. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
The Power Pivot is nothing but your modeling. We have already the modeling. And the Power View is nothing but
Visualization.
design. Designer panel. Of course, maps also is the combination in the designer panel. Understood? Why I am comparing is it's better always to learn new. People, the psychology of the people, students, whatever. When we are comparing with others or other things, it is easy to understand, right? Okay. So this is about the Power BI desktop. If you want to connect to any data source, you need to go to get data. After you are connecting to data sources, if you want to apply any cleansing logics and transformations, you need to shape up your data by using edit query builder, and you need to perform your modeling and making the relationships between the tables whatever you have imported, and then you need to design the reports. Okay, after designing the reports, where we need to publish, simply you need to publish these reports into cloud service. So the similar thing we have in Tableau also. Inside that we have a Tableau desktop. we have a tablet online. Okay, so cloud is nothing but it's a SaaS application. What is the SaaS? SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. There are three kind of cloud services.
Software
Yes,
as a package.
IaaS means infrastructure as a service. PaaS means platform as a software. SaaS means service as a software. Service as a software means they you just pay amount, then you don't need to do anything. You just use their service. That's all. You don't need to maintain anything. You don't need to install anything. Everything they will provide. Only the thing is how much you are using. You just pay and use. So the similar kind of view whatever you have in the Power BI desktop. The Power BI desktop is a free. There is no licensing. Anyone can install on your machines. It's a free of cost. There is no licensed version, but you should be keep update. Every 2 weeks or every 1 month they are releasing new options. And once we are designing, we will publish into Power BI Cloud Service. The Power BI Cloud Service is nothing but the Microsoft data centers. The Microsoft is maintaining all this cloud information and the systems, all those things in their data centers. Similar thing in Tableau online. Okay, some of the customers they don't want to publish their data in the cloud service. The reason because of the data security. They don't trust other third-party data centers. We don't know, right? Let's say, for example, um, China and US. Basically, this Microsoft is from the US. So if the China customers from the China are defense people from the China wants to implement this one. Are they going to publish their data in Power BI Cloud? Definitely no, because of the security issues. So what? Yeah, not only this one, some other customers also worrying about publishing their data into SaaS applications. For that reason, whatever the cloud service you have to view your reports and sharing the reports. So usually users will come and log into this Power BI Cloud service. They can view the reports whatever you published. A similar kind of platform I want to install in my organization. That is nothing but a Power BI report server. I think we have in the Tableau also Tableau server, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we have in a Tableau server also. So what the reason behind this Power BI report server is you can install this server in your organization. You are the owner and you are going to maintain this server in your local machine. It's not a third party. You don't need to publish data outside. Within organization, you can install. You can control that one. That is the Power BI report server. Power BI mobile app means the reports whatever you have published into cloud service or this Power BI report server. If you want to view that reports through your mobile, you can install this Power BI mobile app and you can log in and you can view the dashboards reports. Power BI gateways means what is a Power BI gateway?
Uh, it is a mechanism between the server and the desktop. I mean, server and the database server. While getting the data, it communicates through the gateways.
Okay, so you mean the interaction between the Power BI desktop and the database server?
Yes. No, from the Power BI service to
Okay,
the, yeah.
correct. When you are designing the report in local in the Power BI desktop, you will establish a connection to database. This is on premises and your source also on premises. Then no issue. It will interact and get the data. But once you are publishing this data into cloud service, how it is going to establish the connection to your database server? It is difficult, right? So
Yes.
that is that we need to install a gateway on this particular server to handle all these requests. It will act like a bridge between Power BI cloud service and your on-premises. That is Power BI gateway. So these are all the different components we have under Power BI. The very first step what we need to do is install Power BI desktop. How many ways we can install? Two ways. Directly from the web, you can go to powerbi.com and download the Power BI desktop. The other thing is if you are using Windows 10 or Windows 8, this is coming like an app. Directly you can download from the tabs, Windows apps. If you are downloading this from your Windows 10 app, advantage is you don't need to update every time. Automatically, whenever the new updates are coming, it will update your desktop. But if you are installing from the web, you need to install every time whenever the new updates are coming manually. Is it clear till now? This is the overview about the Power BI.
Which one you suggest, Ram? Instead of
Do
installing
you
from the
have the
web?
you have the operating system Windows 10, you can go with the app, Windows 10 app.
Okay.
Is my system having Windows 7? Okay.
Okay.
I think better you use web only because you will aware whenever the new updates are coming. Yes, we got some updates. If you are using app, there is no notification for you. New updates are coming.
Right.
If you are using the app, if you are using the web, then it will display whenever the new updates are coming. Update available is installed. Then you will look sometime at least what are the new features are coming. The advantage of this Microsoft Power BI is there is a lot forums are there. Let's say some developers, when you are facing some difficulties, you can post your question, immediately you will get the answer. Something difficulties if you are facing, and also if you are observing some limitation in the tool, then you can post that into the forum. If you are getting more votes to your question, whatever the limitation you posted, the Power BI will consider to design that option, to override that option. Okay, perfect. So in this training, I'm going to use the AdventureWorks database. Not only the AdventureWorks, I use different data when I'm going to teach over here. But I think better to practice and to design anything, use the AdventureWorks database. Do you guys have SQL Server installed on your machine?
Yes.
And also, I will tell you what are all the different data sources for Power BI. Okay, you are the new joinee to a project. What is the first step to develop the Power BI? The client wants to design the develop a project in the Power BI. So what things we need to consider? The very first step is what is the data source of the client? One second. Who is Datta? Is it Ranjit? Someone joined with the name Datta. You know who's this? Can you guys? Okay, your name is Datta. Okay, perfect. sorry. Amazon. Step into my webcam. Okay, fine. Okay, great. So this is the Power BI desktop we have. And the very first thing when we are going to design a project, okay, what is the data source of the client? I have seen mostly the data sources are SQL Server and SSEAS. And recently we are going to implement HP Alam. This is the application, and we need to connect to this HP Alam, and we need to design the reports. And some people are using Oracle also, and some people are using some other report data sources, whatever it might be. 90% of the tools are SSAS SQL. Yeah, go ahead.
Ram, you said the first thing we need to consider on the data source. See, if you see the other reporting tools and all, in general, 99% of the situation, we start like getting connected to the dev environment for the same data sources, and we do the analysis and we generate the reports and all. Then we deploy the same thing to the production. Do we do the same way even with the Power BI, or directly we'll start like designing the dashboards and all based on the production database?
Uh, okay, so the development UAT production concept we have only for the data sources, not for the this one. I mean, for the Power BI. Okay, what will happen? Let's say you have three environments. You have three environments.
Yep.
One is development environment. I'm talking about the data sources.
Yep.
Another one is EAT. Another one is production. Okay.
Yep.
So this is your Power BI desktop. First, you will design the reports using this one,
Okay.
and then you will publish. Whatever you can do the testing or whatever it is.
Okay.
Then inside this cloud, you can change the data source connection to UAT, or if you want to connect to production, you can connect.
So from the publisher reports, do we have the flexibility to change the connection from the dev to other environments?
Yes.
Okay.
You can change your data source connection anytime.
Okay. Provided if
Okay.
they are maintaining the same table, same kind of these things in all three
Same,
environments.
same metadata structure you should maintain.
Okay. Got you. So in general, with the other reporting tools, the way how we do the same way here also start with the dev
Correct.
if they have the different environments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got you.
Okay. So once your data source is finalized, the next thing is there are two different modes. It's a live data or the data you are going to import. Any idea about the live data and import? It's a general meaning you can understand. What is a
Yes.
live data? What is a import? Import in the sense, whatever the snap you have in your data source, you will copy and paste into your Power BI. So as per the schedule, it will do the same thing. Live data are nothing but a direct query data. Always it is in sync with your data source. Okay, always it is a sync with your database. Live data it will take your visualizations. always generating a queries and sending those queries to your data source to get back the result, updated information, whatever you have. Clear?
Yeah.
Import data means it will take the snap, store in the Power BI. Your visuals bring the data from the snap, imported data. Until again your data you are refreshing, taking the fresh data, the report, the visuals will display only the data, whatever you have in your snap data. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, what is the advantages on live and
Hmm.
extract data?
Right. So yeah, this is the situation we need to decide which one they want to prefer. What is the advantage if you are using live? What is the disadvantages? What is the advantage of the import? Disadvantage of the import? And what kind of situations we need to prefer live and import? So my suggestion is, when you are going to the import mode, when the people, the clients preferring the import mode is, their volume of the data in their data source is not huge volume. If your data source volume of the data is minimal, better to go import mode. Also, they should not have any security issues. A client is willing to use import mode when he don't have any security issues, and he don't have his database, the data whatever he have in the source is minimum, like in GBs something. And the GB is also not like 10 GBs, 100 GBs. It's minimal, like around in single digit. Then prefer the import mode. The advantage as a developer using the import mode is, it will support all the features in your Power BI desktop. All the features it will support when you are using the import mode. If you are using live connection or direct query connection, what will happen? If you have huge volume of the data in your data source, this data, it is difficult to import and handle and store in your Power BI memory. So that is the reason we are preferring live connection.
Okay.
And the users, if they have any security issues, then they will prefer this live direct query connection, because they don't want to their import and store the data into a Power BI. The main concern over here is only, there are two things, major things client will consider: size of the data, security. Import mode, yes, definitely I can say it is performance wise it is better, because the data already imported, stored in your Power BI. Live connection, it's performance wise bit slow, because every time it has to fetch the data from your data. Clear?
Yeah,
Also,
clear.
also, Ram, you said like no, if it is import mode, we have all the features that are available in the Power BI desktop. So
Correct.
that means some of the limitations are there when you are working with the direct query. What are they?
Yes. So when you are using live again, direct query is different and live connection is different.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So direct query will support some kind of data sources.
Mm-hmm.
Live connection will support some of the data sources. A live connection will support for three data sources. Not three, two data sources. One is SSEAS, Cube as a data source. It will support import and live connection. And another data source supporting live connection is Power BI data sets.
What is that Power BI data?
So the Power BI data sets is nothing but in your project there are 10 people are working on the same project, same model. Do we need to really create all 10 people their own models? No. One person will create the model and he will publish the report into Power BI online service. Then other people can connect to that model, whatever the lead or the one published. That is nothing but Power BI data sets. Reusability of the model. We'll discuss about that later. Don't worry. Okay. These are the two, and analysis services. We have SSEAS. It will support the live connection. These are the under analysis services. It's a cube database. There are two models, multi-dimensional tabular model. For SSEAS and Power BI data sets, it will support live connection. When you are using the live connection, 70% of the features in your Power BI desktop disabled. That means you need to do your most of the development and calculations part inside the data source level only. That is nothing but in your cube level only. If you are using import mode, it will support all the features. If you are using a live connection, you cannot create even model in your Power BI also. You cannot write down complicated measures also, DAX also. But compared to this live connection, direct query mode will support 50% of the features. Okay, 50% of the features direct query will support.
So what is a direct query? You are getting connected directly to the database and fetching the data?
Functionally, both are same.
Okay.
The background, how they are going to generating the queries and sending back to your data source is same.
Mm-hmm.
In the live connection, it will connect to your data source as SSEAS cube and fetching the data. In the direct query mode, it will support other than Power BI SSAS cube and Power BI data sets. The remaining all data sources will support direct query option.
I see. Okay.
They are just separating and making unique of this SSAS model and Power BI datasets model as a live connection, because they don't want to disturb these sources and they directly want to use into our, because it's already well developed and having all the features inside this cube level. So you can utilize those options and you can use performance point of view. It's very good SSAS cube. One more advantage why the clients are preferring a data source as a SSAS cube is, let's say for example, sorry, when I'm putting my mic bit away, it is breaking. So in what kind of situations they are preferring SSAS cube is, let's say for example, you are trying to design one Power BI report and your data source is 1 terabyte. It is a SQL server and you have Power BI. You need to use this data and design the Power BI reports. What is the mode you are going to prefer? Import mode or direct query mode?
Direct query. In direct query.
Yeah. If you are using direct query mode, you just imagine out of 1 terabyte of the data, whatever the visuals, you are generating the queries and searching the data and fetching the data into Power BI. definitely a performance impact will come. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And also to import this data into Power BI. Let's say, for example, I want to use import mode. How much data it will support to import? Maximum 10 MB, 10 GB. Even the Power BI, if it is a Power BI cloud, you can import only 10 GB of the data. For the Power BI, when you are designing the report in Power BI desktop, what is the maximum data you can import into Power BI desktop? Max 1 GB. Let's say, for example, this is my data source. I want to connect to my data source through Power BI desktop. I want to import the data. How much size of the data you can import? Maximum 1 GB. Why? If your file size is more than 1 GB, you cannot publish that into cloud service. You cannot publish this into cloud service. Okay, so what?
Ram, even if you have the pro or premium license, also same thing.
Yeah, this limitation. Yeah, anything.
Okay.
If your desktop size should be less than 1 GB of the file, whatever the Power BI report you are designing in the Power BI desktop, the file size should be 1 GB.
Including the data set, visualization, everything as a pack.
Yeah. Let's say, for example, in my data source, I have 9 GB of the data. When you are designing the report in the Power BI desktop, try to restrict the data just for development purpose. Once you are publishing this data, this report into cloud service, there you can import the remaining 9 GB of the data. No issues.
I see.
So in the cloud service, it will allow 10 GB of the data maximum if you are a pro user. There are two kind of licensings. One is a pro and the one is premium. Under pro, per user they will give you maximum 10 GB. If you are using a premium, they will allow up to 100 GB and it is extendable also. The data you can store and your size of the files inside the Power BI cloud. If it is a pro, max 10 GB. If it is a premium, it is 100 GB. And it is extendable for the premium license. Don't worry, we will discuss at the time.
So will the tool and the environment can handle to fetch the data of the 100 GB, though they have the premium license?
Correct.
Can they handle? Can it handle?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
They will give a separate dedicated servers, dedicated CPU for your premium license.
I see.
They don't treat you as a common pool, but under the pro, they will treat you as a common tenant, common user among the all users. Okay, so you have to share the servers, you have to share the CPU under the pro account, and there is a limitation for up to 10 GB space.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the reason if you have 1 terabyte of the space in your data source, if you are preferring the direct query mode, your application might be suffering with the performance. So we need a powerful tool. So what will happen when you are browsing the data direct query from Power BI to SQL? The SQL queries and the performance might not be, because under the SQL, the engine in the backend is a database engine. It is not that much of powerful to executing and getting the result back very fastly. So that is the reason what they will do in between the SQL server and Power BI. Okay, at least if you want to import 1 terabyte of data, it is difficult to maintain that much of data. So we need a powerful tool to store the data, and querying and processing the data, that is nothing but SSS cube. So what we can do, we can create a cube database and store this 1 terabyte of the data into Cube database and use this Tableau, use this Power BI data source as a Cube database. Okay, take the live connection, then it will give you tremendous performance, no doubt at all. Clear?
Yes.
So that's how you have to decide, but you don't decide, the client will decide definitely based on the inputs whatever you are giving. Definitely the client will expect some POC and some limitations from developers when they are going to use Power BI. Okay, so you need to tell all these things, what is the preferable way. Once we are deciding what is the data source and what is the mode they want to use, then the next thing is about the requirement gathering and what kind of reports they are expecting. If it is already they have reporting in other reporting tools, you need to consider and how the reports are there and how it looks, and the same kind of reporting they are in the Power BI, and you need to give some more insight and all those things. Okay. Okay, so this is all about today. I cannot continue more time today. I'm feeling